Hello, everybody, and welcome back or welcome in if you are a brand new viewer or subscriber. I am so happy to have you here today. My name is Leah with Lady X Gaming, and we are on the Crafting for Christ, or CFC for short, Christian Minecraft server. I am just going to go ahead and get right into today's episode. In the last episode, episode 7, I believe we're on episode 7 now. This is episode 8. In episode 7, we worked on the ice shack over in the community district, and we got the supports in, and we put in the ice and all that fun stuff and the adornments. Hello. Mr. Iron Golem wants to be a part of this intro. That's all right. Just don't hit me, okay? And I won't hit you. But anyways, we worked on the ice shack and got that project started. It's pretty much complete. I was kind of hoping to work on the ice shack a little bit more, but I still am kind of in the planning phases of what I want to do for the rest of the build at the ice shack. So I thought taking a little break from it and switching gears would be a good way to I thought it would just give me a chance to brainstorm behind the scenes. In this episode, I have one thing that I am really hoping to address. That is why we are starting out here on the nether roof by my, what did I call this? My Take Aim Archery Shop Temporary HQ. Because if you remember a couple episodes ago, I built this and we got all these villagers in here. And this is the headquarters for my Take Aim bow shop. Problem is that right now, this is not a very efficient way to craft the bows for my bow shop. At this moment, I can get about maybe 2 or 3 bows done at a time. And then, I only have the 2 Fletchers here. And I can maybe get a couple of emeralds at a time as well. But I need to sort of take this operation up quite a few notches. Because I would like to sort of make the process way more efficient, and I think I would like to actually get them an actual building rather than this little whatever you want to call this. So that is what we're going to be addressing mainly in this episode. So we're going to get started on that. I honestly am probably going to wing this build because I have not really planned out what I want to do for the trading hall up here. I do want to keep it here up on the roof, but what I'm thinking is I might actually end up moving it, because what I thought would be a really cool idea is to have the portal incorporated into the build. That does mean I'm probably gonna have to move the claim and everything, but that shouldn't be a big problem. And I'm thinking as far as the design of the trading hall and like the block palette and everything that I'm going to use, I think I want to keep it very similar, if not exactly the same, as the Take Aim bow shop that I have in the shopping district. I think that would be really great. It would tie the 2 areas together, and it would also make getting all the blocks and everything for this build a little bit easier. The other thing that we're going to have to keep an eye on is that because it's going to be on the nether roof, I am going to have to spawn proof it, because if I don't spawn proof it, then I'm going to have things spawning on the roof of my build and maybe on the inside and stuff. So we're going to have to take the extra precautions to, once we're done building, or maybe even while in the process of building, we're going to have to spawn proof the whole thing. So I am probably going to work on grabbing some materials, and then we are going to get started on building this. And then we're going to get going on working on this build for a more permanent headquarters for my Take Aim bow shop. So let's head back to the farm. We are going to see if I have enough material. So we've made it back to our mob farm. Of course, that didn't take too much. We just hopped through the portal and here we are. But now I am going to clear out a couple shulker boxes for one, because I am going to utilize a couple of them for the materials for this headquarters building. And right now I do not currently have any empty shulker boxes that I can use. So I'm going to take a minute to just kind of clear these out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with 3 shulkers. I think that should be good. But now I need to fill them back up with the correct resources. I think we're going to need some spruce wood. For some reason, you know, I built the Take Aim bow shop and I am having a hard time remembering the block palette the block types that I used. Even though it was a super simple build, I, for the life of me, cannot remember. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to hop over there and I'm going to check it out. And then I will be right back as soon as I get an idea of what this building looks like. All right, so I went and looked and I did use a mixture of pale oak and spruce. So pretty simple. And I think I'm going to use maybe like some of the same design for the build, for the headquarter build, as I did with the shop itself. But what I need to find out is I need pale oak, and I know that I have a bunch. Well, there's quartz. I don't need quartz for this build. Oh, wait, there we go. There's some pale oak. I need quite a bit for this build, and I had a bunch left over from the track build, so I want to see if I can kind of rummage through my stuff and see if I can't pick up any more. Oh, there's another stack. And the other thing that I had in the build was a bunch of deep slate. So I am going to grab as much cobbled deep slate as I can, because I need to be able to turn these into stairs. All right, so now that we've got pretty much all the materials that we're going to need, I'm going to go ahead and grab up my shulkers, and we are going to hop through the portal. All right, so here we are. All right, so what I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to take this out. I want to take out the tuft and the pale oak. What I need to do is make a little prep area for all my stuff. All right, that is perfect. And we're going to drop all this extra stuff off here. And then we're just going to go ahead and start building. Now, like I said, I have not really planned this out. I am literally just winging this. So hopefully this turns out okay. I think what I would like to do is kind of have this look similar to the front of my bow shop. And I want it to look probably the same on both sides. I'm gonna kind of work through this with you guys. So at my bow shop, you can walk in through the door, of course, and it's like a 1 gap wide door. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I stripped that wood and I didn't want it stripped. Okay. All right, take 2. Try this again. And I think I went up like this. Have that go like that. That here. I wasn't thinking. Okay. It is just a slight bit different. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. But the thing is, I'm actually going to have to put the pale oak in and then do this part. All right, hang on. This is going to take me a minute because, like I said, I haven't done any sort of pre-planning for this. All right, so in the build for the shop, there is pale oak. So if I put this here, and then this here, this is just to mark out where technically the door is on the shop itself. And then we can put strip logs here. And we can put spruce there, spruce there, spruce there. Don't mind me as I talk to myself. And spruce, oh, right here. So this was about 4 high. Then we need to go up like this. And then I think I had it come up 1. Actually, I want to do this a little bit different here because the original shop in the shopping district is designed off of a floor level build. So I'm going to have to figure out where I want. So the floor is going to start like right here instead on this build. So it's going to be like this. This is temporary for now, but I don't want the top part of the portal to be cut off. So I need to grab, I had some scaffolding. This will make this a little bit easier. So we're going to actually bring this up to the top here, like so. And then at some point it transitions to planks. So probably about here. It would transition to planks. Something like that. But it would probably go up 1 more before it does the actual transition where you can actually see the planks. I love that. Okay. And then we're going to go up 1. Right. I absolutely love that. I could probably bring this same design to the other side. So we're going to do... oh, something like that. And you're going to have to grab some more pale oak, and I'm probably going to have to go actually buy some more pale oak once for the rest of this build. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oops, I went 1 too high, but that's okay. It's all right. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I ran out of blocks. All right. And then this is going to be thanks. And here we can actually get rid of these and just fill these in at the top. Awesome. And then we're going to have to do this. You know, this might actually work out because just looking at the size of it, if I have the walls here, well, I could probably push the walls out a bit more on this side. Add something behind where each villager is going to be. So like here, there would be a villager here. I don't know if I want them to start out right as you get into the build though. I think I want there to be kind of some space. So what did I say? We had 7 villagers, right? So it would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. This is what happens when you don't plan out your builds. You just kind of like sit here and kind of brainstorm. Initially, it's 5 villagers for each trade. So I could do like 5 on each side for the bows that I need, because then I would get quite a few bows out of that from trading with them. And then I could actually just maybe bring it out this way. So we could have this come out by like 2, 3. Or I could just have the villager right in here. Oops. This is what I'm thinking. So this is going to be kind of like an offshoot. I don't think it's going to be as tall, because it just needs to house the villagers. So then the floor would come to right about here. And then the villager would sit right in here. And there would be 5 of them. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could have something similar on the other side for the other set of the bow shop villagers. So something like that. And I think that I do 2 blocks. 1, 2 here. And then once again, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is gonna be perfect. I think we have a good setup here. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this first section, and then once I am done, we will come back, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. But I think we are off to a good start. All right, and the take aim headquarters / trading hall build is now complete. Sort of complete. I need to add a few finishing touches, but I didn't want to spoil the reveal. So that is why we are out here at the mob farm, but we are going to go ahead and hop through this portal here, and I am going to show you the end result of what we built on the other side of this nether portal. I am so excited, guys. This turned out so much better than I had expected. And if you notice, as we walk through the portal, I actually moved the ice track, the end of the ice track, back quite a bit, because when you came up on the take aim headquarters, it blocked a lot of the view of the front of the trading hall, and we can't have that, can we? So now I am going to turn around and I am going to do the big reveal of this trading hall / take aim headquarters. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and turn the camera around. And here it is. And like I said, it is mostly complete. It's missing a couple details here and there. But overall, the build itself is 100% done. And I even worked on the interior, and I also took time to move everybody over to the brand new trading hall. So if you notice behind me, there is no more temporary HQ at all. I tore it completely down and moved the villagers into their new place. And I think they are happier for it. So I'm just going to go around real quick to show you, and I absolutely love how this turned out. It is almost a replica of the actual shop itself, with a little bit of a difference. On the shop, there's actually another part of the building kind of sticking out here, and this build doesn't have that. I wanted to make sure I could fit villagers on both sides of the aisleway, so I went with this style instead, and I really love how it turned out. I did go ahead and add a window to the front, just like the shop itself. The only difference is this is kind of like a faux window, so you can't actually see inside the building. Because I actually ended up having to triple the planks there, so there's actually 3 layers of the pillow planks in this building. So I don't know. I thought an actual window might look kind of odd. So I went ahead and just did a faux window, and then as you'll see when we go inside, the other side of the wall is just a blank canvas. And then we can walk through here and walk through the nether portal and into the actual trading hall. And here I have our 5 librarians that I use to trade for the enchants for my premium bows. And then if we go here on the other side, this is going to be mirrored. So there's going to be one of each of these villagers on this side as well. And I think that will be a great remedy to the issue I've been having of not getting enough bows to fill out the chest shop at my bow shop. Because right now I'm really only able to fill out maybe like at the most I had about 8 or 9 in there at one point of my enchanted bows. And I mean, they stay in there a while, but they do go a little bit quickly sometimes. So I want to make sure to get that chest stocked up so that I can make sure to keep my customers happy and not run out of my bows so quickly. So I think this will be a great remedy for that. This is a bit of a challenge because, again, we're in the nether, so I had to spawn proof everything. And right now I have carpet back here where the other villagers are going to go. And I decided to use barrels because they're a little bit easier to stack without having to worry about being able to open them or not. I thought that was a better fit for a nether build than a regular chest. And so I'm just going to keep a lot of the items in here that I need for either trading with the villagers or healing the villagers that I'm going to bring back here. Healing zombie villagers. I'll keep extra like bows and books and stuff on hand in here. Things that are going to make sense to have in here. This is the first floor. And then I did add a second floor. I absolutely love how this staircase turned out. I wasn't sure how I was going to do the second level and how I was going to get up there. But when I came in here after it was done, I was like, oh, that is definitely going to need some sort of grand staircase. And I absolutely love how this turned out. And I added some other features here, like I added a little grindstone, or not grindstone, I always call it that. It's actually a stone cutter. And then I did kind of tuck in an ender chest here. So that it is also spawn proof. And then we have an anvil. Then if we come up here, we also have the second floor. And this is where I am keeping my Fletchers. I have 2 so far. I do plan to have 3 more, so 5 total. And then I have 5 total on this side. I'm trying to decide if I want to do 5 more Fletchers here or if I want to do maybe some other trades as well. So this whole floor is basically going to be where I'm going to trade with these villagers, any of the villager types that I have up here, and I'm going to get my emeralds that then I'm going to sell back to these villagers to get the enchants for my bows. So that is hopefully going to be a little bit more efficient than what I had going on over there at the temporary headquarters. But I really like how this build turned out. The only thing now that I need to do is we need to move the zombified villagers from their little spa at the mob farm into here. And then I am going to have to cure them, of course, and then I'm going to have to get them their trades and get them into their cubbies. But I think I have had my fill of being in the nether for now. So I think what I'm going to do is I will probably work on filling this trading hall out completely behind the scenes. And then I'll come back at the very end and show you guys what it looks like with once all the villagers are finally in. I am going to go ahead and switch gears now because I have a few trees to build. I actually have quite a bit of a backlog of trees to build right now. No pun intended. So the first trees that I'm actually going to build are going to be at BFG's 4 cherry trees that I am going to be building for him. I am going to go ahead and head over to his claim and I am going to show you the tree that I had already built for him, and then I will show you the spots where the cherry trees are going to go. As you can see right here, this is the cherry tree that I built for BFG a couple of episodes ago. It really challenged my tree building abilities, and I really like the end result because I kind of did more of like a curved trunk, which is not something I'm used to doing on my trees. I usually, I go with kind of like the straight trunk. I really just loved how how this one turned out. And I love the leaves and the crowns on the tree. It just overall, this tree just turned out real awesome. Now I will show you where he wants the other 4 trees that he has on order. So there's one here marked by these flowering azalea bushes. So there's one here. I think there's one literally on the opposite side. Oh, there's one here. And then I believe there is one down here. And there's actually one outside of the wall as well. This is the other cherry tree that he wants me to build. Or this is the other spot where the 4th cherry tree is going to be built. This one, he said he wants one of the branches to kind of be out a little bit more. And he wants a swing to be hanging from it. That's something else I have also never done. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge building these trees. I thought I would start by maybe building one tree on camera with you guys, and then I will probably do the rest in a time lapse. But before we can get to building these cherry trees, I need to collect a whole bunch of resources. Thankfully, BFG is pretty stocked up on the cherry logs and the cherry leaves. He's even conveniently left me a grove of cherry trees to cut down over here. So I need to spend a few moments taking down these cherry trees and collecting their leaves up as well, so that I have enough cherry wood to build the trees that I need to build for BFG. I didn't actually end up taking as much as I thought I would, because BFG let me know that he had a couple shulkers worth of the resources gathered already. So I might just have all that I need to get these 4 trees in. And while I was speaking with BFG, he actually ordered 1 more tree. So there's going to be a grand total of 5. I don't know that we're going to get them all done in a day, but hopefully we can get them done within this episode. But I'm going to go ahead and hop over to where the first 2 trees are going to be going, and we are going to get those built. And I'm thinking what I might do is, I do like to build these trees on camera with you guys. But what I'm thinking is, since there's so many of them, for time's sake, what I might do is, I am planning on building the first 2 on camera with you guys. And then I will build the rest off camera and show you the end result once those are all done. He wants these kind of tall, but not as tall as the one that I made over there. So I'm wondering if we just start kind of like replacing some of these with the azalea bushes with the logs. We can kind of start going upwards like this. I can't remember if he wants these sort of angled like I did that one. Maybe we can kind of go like this. Now there's a very real chance that I could build this and he might make some changes to it, or ask for some changes to be made. So if I happen to build this and he doesn't like the first rendition, we might have to change it a little bit, but that's okay. I want my customers to be happy, and if they don't like a tree the way it's built, I am totally willing to switch it up for them so that it is exactly the way they want it. Okay, so if I do that, is that gonna look really weird? Oh, I can't see because it is up. There's a hill in the way. I don't think I like that. Oh, you know what? From this angle, it's not so bad. Really trying to get that angle right at the start. We can go like this, cover up those cherry logs there, and see how that looks. And I might need to make that just a little bit thicker. Maybe like 1 more block thick. And I think I might need to go grab some of my scaffolding here soon. All right, so something like that. Oh, that looks oh, that looks a little bit too chunky. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Okay, see, that's already looking better just from that little tweak that I had there. All right, and then we're going to take that up. All right, so the trunk is in, but I am not going to be finishing the crown just yet because here in just a little while, a PvP event is going to be taking place that I have signed up for. We are going to be doing some jousting and some regular PvP at this event. If you remember, I showed you that there was a brand new arena going up in the community district, and today is the grand opening of the arena, officially known as Thunder's Storm Colosseum. So we are going to actually head on over there here in just a little bit. I need to remove my gear because that is one of the rules. We can't have our own gear for this event. But I will also need to go get my horse because I'm going to be participating in the jousting, which I'm super excited for. And I also need to get myself a spear. I have not used a spear, so this should be interesting. I'm kind of going into this with no spear practice or jousting practice whatsoever, so we will see how this goes. So I have went ahead and put most of my resources away for this tree. So we're going to go to the arena right now, and then when the event is done, I will come back and we will put the crown on this tree and we will end this episode. Let's head on over to the arena right now. And I'm also super excited because my kids are joining us for this event. So I'm super excited to be able to watch them join in on that. This is the first, arena event of this season. We had a couple of arena events last season and they were super fun. All right, so here we are at the kiosk. I have signed up. I signed up a while ago. Here's the rules. There's no gear. First person to die or be knocked off the horse 3 times loses. No ganging up. You must follow staff instructions. I need to find Dad R7. All right, so we have gotten a chance to choose our horse, the horse that will be our jousting horse, and this is our horse right here. Lovely. I don't know how good of a horse it is. I don't know if that's going to matter for jousting because, I don't think it's all about speed. It's about accuracy and hitting the person with the spear. That part is done. We still have about 45 minutes to wait for the jousting event to start. So I'm just going to kind of hang around here. But when it's time for the jousting to begin, we will come back so that way you do not miss out on all the fun of me jousting for the first time at this arena event. So I will be right back.
Lady, I'll use the light if you two want to practice.
Okay.
All right,
I don't
Piggy,
know
turn
if
around.
I don't know if Piggy knows what we're doing.
You need to turn around, and when the light goes on, charge right at you, full speed with the spear down. And you have to click to put the spear down.
Is she looking or is she the other way?
Take pictures while the videos.
Get her attention. She didn't even turn around. Oh, come on. I don't know how that's gonna go if she's not gonna pay attention while we're jousting. All right, I think she's ready.
Go.
What?
I think JJ's there. Turn the light on.
Okay. Oh, there's horses
I
jumping
don't have
everywhere.
that. I don't have perm, so I can't.
That's incredible.
All right, let's go. Run.
Hold on, I'm gonna get Thunder.
Ready, go. I didn't even hit her. I can't hit nobody. All right, so we are getting ready to start the event here in about 10 minutes, hopefully. I've gotten to do a little bit of running around and some practice jousting just to get used to the spear itself because I've never used it before. I was not landing very many hits, but this is all for fun anyway. And it looks like I'm going to be paired up with one of my kiddos, Piggy Power. So me and her are going to get to go head to head in a jousting battle to see who wins. So that will be fun. But as soon as we are ready, we're going to get lined up and we are going to start jousting. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to turn the VC back on And we're gonna get right to all the jousting fun. All right, I got my armor.
Okay.
Oops.
They can
I guess I gotta
help
get off the
people.
horse to put my armor on.
I'm letting them go first so everyone can see how it works because they're both good.
Hang on,
Okay.
I want to watch.
Show us what it can be.
Ready, and here it goes. First one.
Go. Oh,
Aren't
the
they,
person's not even
aren't they
moving.
moving?
Who is that?
Well,
Oh
oh,
no!
wow.
Who was that?
Go. Now we got it.
Go. Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Oh.
That was
Wow.
good.
Boom.
Really, Diamond.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wonder.
Ooh. Who got the last point? I forgot to write
Oh,
it
it's
down.
5.
Don't go yet, though.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we
jeez.
go.
Ready? Go. Go ahead. Do it.
Ready? Go.
Rush.
Go, go, go,
Go.
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 Go fight Jen.
You just got to rush down there and.
Oh, wait.
she's
Wait. I
Yeah.
forgot something very important. I didn't turn PvP
Oh, no, you're the one. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. The
I'll go
hosting
back.
happening.
Go back, Allied. Keep going. Go back.
She's just going to.
She's going to chase me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try
All
that
right,
again.
Ready, Piggy? Ready, and
Ready,
go.
Go.
Okay,
I
now
can't
it's
get
on.
past
Come on,
the
Piggy.
fence.
Go, Piggy, go, Piggy.
I can't hit her.
Oh, no.
This is
He's like
horrible.
skateboarding the fence.
Ready?
It's okay. Yeah, let's at least try 1 or 2 more times.
Can go
Those 2
backwards.
passes. Okay,
All
there
right.
you go. Ready, go.
Go.
Whee! Let's see if I can actually hit her this time. She keeps going up on the fence.
1 more time. We're going to call it a
You
draw.
got a jumper.
Yeah.
Okay. One more time.
Boom.
Don't go on the fence.
The only one that does that.
That's not fair.
Have a good.
All right. And we are back. I'm actually recording this next section a few days after the event, almost a week now. And that was such a fun event. But obviously, I need a little bit of practice with the spear, especially whilst riding a horse, because, yeah, I have no skill whatsoever. But it was still a lot of fun. I had a great time. I had a great time getting together and fellowshipping with the CFC community and my friends. So I really hope you enjoyed that segment. We are back here at my friend BFG's. I have finished 3 trees total of the 4 trees that BFG has ordered from me. I wanted to show you guys real quickly the trees that I have finished. So if we come over here, this is the tree that I was working on before the event. And we're just going to come over here to this wall because it is like the best angle for this tree. I absolutely love how this turned out. I love how the roots come down and sort of hug the hillside here and how the cherry leaves kind of drape over. And I tried to mirror this tree on the other side here because remember I mentioned that there was a second tree going in over on this side and they were supposed to be kind of similar. They both have differences, but I tried my best to kind of make them similar. The roots on this tree aren't as pronounced. I'm not sure I like that. I think I do love having the more pronounced roots where they come down, like I said, and sort of hug the hillside like that one does over there. So I might come over and kind of fix this one, but overall, I do like the design of this tree, and I really love the curve that I'm able to achieve in these cherry trees. I think it just looks really nice. And then if we fly around to sort of the, I don't know if this is the front side, but this is the side where the first tree that I built for BFG is located. So if we come down here, we have kind of a smaller cherry tree that I just finished the other night. And this one, this style is quite different. I did more of a straight trunk and then a couple of branches off, but I also did that sort of like hanging the hanging cherry leaves as well, the draping cherry leaves, and I absolutely love how that looks. I have 2 more cherry trees to finish for BFG, but I'm not going to get to that in this episode because that footage that I recorded for the PvP event, the jousting event, was almost 2 hours long. So I don't want this episode to go on forever. So when I finish those other 2 cherry trees, I will probably just kind of show you guys in another episode just to kind of update you on how they turned out. But for now, I think this episode is pretty much done. I do have one more thing that I want to show you that I have been working on behind the scenes while recording this episode, and that has to do with my trading hall. So let's head on back to my farm and I will show you the progress that we have made on the trading hall itself and getting villagers, getting it filled out with villagers. So I will teleport over to my mob farm and I will meet you over there. All right, and we are back at my mob farm. Let's head up the ladder here and through the nether portal. All right, and here we are. And as you can see, I have villagers filling out both sides of the librarian cubbies. I have 9 librarians now, 2 of each. I am still working on the power 5 villager, which for some reason I am having a hard time rolling the power 5 villager. So I'm probably going to still work on that behind the scenes. But so far we have double of each of the other types of librarians that I need to craft the premium bows that I sell in my shop. So I am really happy with that. And then if we come up here, we will follow this zombified piglin up to the top here. And I was able to get 3 more Fletchers with the stick trade that I need to work on leveling up. But now we can sell more sticks to these guys to get more emeralds. And I do plan on filling out the rest of these cubbies with some of the other trades, with some of the other villager trades so that we can get more emeralds that way. But I will have to work on getting the villagers that I want and putting them in these cubbies another time. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. And I'm really glad that I finally got a couple more of the Fletchers. I think this is going to help with the overall production of the bows. Because right now, you know, it's slow going because I was only able to trade with 2 villagers at a time. And on this server, we have the bonked feature. And it shows you when the next restock will be for that particular villager. So I have to wait like 6 minutes to trade again after I'm done trading with each villager. So I think having 5 of them, it will help kind of, you know, make that a little bit more efficient, hopefully. And then we'll be getting emeralds that we can then trade with these librarians to get the enchants that I need for the bow. And hopefully I can make more bows to fill out my shop. Overall, this has been a very productive episode. I'm really happy with what we were able to accomplish in this episode here on CFC. I got my trading hall going. We've got villagers. I was able to get some trees built for BFG. But for now, I think I am going to go ahead and hop off here. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day, week, month, year, whenever and wherever you're watching from. And until the next CFC episode, I will catch you all later. Bye.